Well, and you had, a couple of really beautiful scenes with Tracy and with Jason. Can you speak a little bit about the dynamic and play there where, Upton and Voight are trying to support Dante, but also know that there's a limit to what they can do within the confines of that relationship?
Yeah, it was hard because there was this instinct in wanting to say what was happening to me and trusting and just surrendering to them. But there was this part of me that said, I cannot ever speak about this. Um, and and there was this guilt, especially with Voight, that I knew he knew. I could feel something. He knew something, So did Upton, but especially with Voight, I feel like there was this yearning to say, and this also maybe guilt of not saying, and getting deeper into that rabbit hole, you know, that was very hard to navigate.
Yeah.
He had so many different emotions going through this episode. Like, yeah, it was just so intense. It was really intense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a powerhouse. And we see, there's the scene where he's threatening to do the waterboarding and he's kind of having to put on this quote unquote tough guy persona thing. How much in your mind do you think that's hurting him going forward? How much is he able to take care of himself in the aftermath, given that we learned that that was something that he had to deal with? Or is he going to kind of brush some of these feelings under the rug and try to pretend this didn't happen?
I no, I really hope he doesn't. I hope he takes some time to allow these feelings to happen, and I think he does, at least in the sense of how he speaks to Voight at the end, and you can tell he's allowing his vulnerability, and um, I hope he does more of that.
Yeah. Well, I know we're obviously almost at the very end of this season, but there was a really great moment in that end scene with Voight where he's afraid that he's going to lose his job because of this, and Voight
Yeah.
makes it clear that he's not. I'm
Hmm.
curious how that changes Torres going forward in your mind, now that there isn't this, figurative sword hanging over his head that he thinks that the secret could change his life.
100%. I think there's like 1,000 pounds off his shoulder. That's a really good point. I think there's 1,000 pounds off his shoulder, and maybe there's more secrets, but at least a big secret is out. So like, there's no hiding what I did, and why I did it, and all of that. So there, I think this makes for a lot of growth, and I think this makes for a lot of freedom for him to just feel more of himself and be more authentic. So that's actually a good. You got me thinking with that. I think there will be some different authenticity in him after this.
Is there anything about this episode that we
Yeah.
haven't discussed that you want to make sure we do?
Well, this has been one of the most beautiful episodes or experiences I've ever had as an actor. This specific one. So I'm really excited for people to see it.